Happy Sunday to you. I hope you are ready to worship Jesus. Let's see if some folks will get on here real quick. And I want to just do a quick live, invite you out to church today. Some things are different. If you haven't already heard, we do not have an 8:30 service today. You can go and scroll down if you're on Facebook, and you can find the message about that. I did one yesterday. I did one early in the week that explains everything. I'm not going to explain all of that again because, again, you can go watch and get the details. The main thing you need to know is there is not going to be an 8:30 worship service in person this morning at Cowboy Fellowship or for the Sundays to come. We'll let you know when that changes back. We do believe it's temporary. But no 8:30 in-person worship. There will be an online option for you this morning, but obviously it won't be a live recording or a live streaming of the worship service because we won't be there doing it at 8:30. So anyway, again, all that's explained. If you want to scroll down and just watch the video I did yesterday, the live I did yesterday, that would be good. So let's talk about today. If you worship with us today, you've got multiple options. You can worship online at 8:30 and 10:45. You can worship on campus at 10:45 only in Atascosa County or over in Wilson County. Both campuses are meeting. You can also, if you are in Atascosa County or the surrounding areas, listen in KSAQ 102.3. They are going to be broadcasting our service like they have been for a couple of months now at 11 a.m. So if you tune in on the radio or the 8:30 service, today we're going to be talking about joy. It is a pre-recorded message from back in June, a message I did, I believe it was on June the 14th, a message about joy and how we can have joy and the source of joy and great stuff on joy. It's been one that people have continued to talk about. And so to fill the gap this week, we're going to put that message in there. Next week at the 8:30 service, you'll watch this week's service if you choose to worship at 8:30. And this week, we're going to be moving into Philippians chapter 3. And I'm going to be talking this week and next week about what I'm just calling the big six. 6 things that we're going to do 3 this week and 3 next week that you and I can apply to our lives to just really grab a hold of life, really grab a hold of living in color. And the big idea for today is this: if you're not reaching for it, you're never going to reach it. Paul talks in Philippians chapter 3 about what he was reaching for. And what we're going to talk about today is if you're not reaching for it, you're never going to reach it. That's a simple concept, but it's a great big idea because there are a lot of us as believers who aren't either reaching for the right things or some of us who aren't reaching for anything at all. And if we're not reaching for it, how are we ever going to reach it? We're not going to. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. Brian and Lacey and the Cowboy Fellowship Band, Jacob and Sandy and Greg, they're going to be leading us in worship. It's going to be awesome. We would love, love, love for you to come and worship with us at 10:45 only today on either campus. Atascosa or Wilson County is the only time live services happen today at 10:45. We would love for you to come out. We have a baptism this morning. Scotty and Philip are back. We're excited about that. The whole team's back together, and it's just going to be a great day to be at church. Remember, if you come, we are, doing things differently because of COVID. So you are going to have to sanitize your hands before you come into the building. If you have a fever, if you have a cough, if you have a runny nose, don't come. These are common sense things. I believe most people are following these guidelines. But if you are healthy, if you're feeling good, if you're living life like normal, we want you to come to church. Church is safe. We're making it as safe as we can possibly make it. We are practicing social distancing. We are encouraging people to wear masks, but they are not required. You do not have to wear a mask to come to the church. We do encourage it. We encourage you to keep it on during the singing if you want to, but you don't have to, okay? We're not making a long list of rules for you. You do you whenever you get there. There is plenty of room in the sanctuary for people to space out and spread out. That has not been an issue. When the sanctuary starts filling up. We start approaching that 50% mark, we will go back to 2 services. But for the time being, we're not even close to it. It's a big room. It's a huge auditorium, and there is plenty of room for you and your family to be very spaced out from everybody else. Everything has been vigorously cleaned this week. We are ready for you to come and worship with us at 10:45 in Wilson County or Atascosa County. Don't forget, you can worship. You can worship at 8:30. It's just not going to be a live service online, but there will be an online service. One of our staff members will be in there. We'll be monitoring it just like we always do, putting the links up, communicating with everybody. All that's going to be happening. It's going to look like it's live, but it's not going to actually be live. It's going to even have the little live button. That's just part of how our equipment works. But it's not going to actually be me and the band and everybody there in the church. So we'll explain that more at the beginning. But we hope you'll worship with us today, man. God bless you. Hope you have a great day. Hope you are ready for whatever God has for you. And remember, if you're not reaching for it, you're never going to reach it. Come on out today as we talk about that at 10:45 in Atascosa County and Wilson County. God bless you guys. We'll see you then.